All right, here we go, guys. Just really quick, we got a lot of traffic going by. 1949 Chevrolet Barnette combination hearse slash ambulance. Barnette specialized in Pontiac and Chevrolet professional car conversions from 1948 to 1955, built by the Guy Barnette Company of Memphis, Tennessee. These cars were created by using Chevy or Pontiac sedan deliveries as base units and converting these vehicles into funeral coaches or ambulances. The base sedan deliveries wheelbase and overall length was extended with new sections inserted into the roof, rockers, floor pans, and new rear doors actually were made as well. So the sedan deliveries didn't have doors on them at all. The car was a sedan delivery originally on model number 1508. The vehicle was then cut and extended 36 inches to an overall wheelbase of 151, which was longer than its original 115 inches wheelbase, what it was originally was. So this wheelbase along from center to wheel is 12 foot 7 inches. The bulk of the company's annual production was combination cars. These were dual-purpose units. They could be used as either a hearse or an ambulance, and were a wise purchase for the smaller mortuaries that operated on limited budgets or low-call volumes. So this was the cheapest way of Barnette making cars that could support a lot of your low-income companies or mortuaries. 49 Chevrolet. Barnette made a lot of more Pontiacs than he did Chevrolets, so these were very rare cars that you can find today still. And like I said before, like this is one of two that's even in known existence right now, as I know of. One and one other one that's restored and sold on eBay, I think 4 years ago. Bought this back from Pickett, Arkansas. Paid $12.50 for it, and it does run. It does drive. It looks rough. Don't get me wrong. Needs some TLC really bad, but she's in great shape actually for what she is. This car, like I said, was a combination car, so it's full of junk right now because I'm totally stripping everything down to restore her. So taking everything out, boxing everything up, Ziploc bagging a lot of this stuff, so I know where it goes and everything else. And so it has a wooden floor in the back here. It goes all the way to the partition, and had a linoleum across the top of it. A red kind of burgundy interior to match the what's left of the door panels and stuff here. There's a space here that the rollers kind of snapped into for a casket, and you can remove those. And then you had a place here on the side. The brackets are missing, but there's a place here for brackets to go for a cot for an ambulance and stuff like that. Like I said a minute ago, these doors were all handmade, and there's proof on the corners and everything else. And you look behind the door panel, you see a lot of it, as you can see from this side. I don't know if you can see through the dark or not, but yeah, there we go. All your braces and everything else in the center, and that bottom center brace right there going across. You see a lot of that in newer cars today, where they reinforce the door for more durability and stuff like that. Like I said, the floorboard went all the way up to the front, and it had an access hole where this gas tank right here is. That's my new gas tank right there. Haven't put it in yet. I gotta drill out a hole or a bolt that broke and retap it. Had a rear heat for the passengers back here in the back for an ambulance and stuff like that. I think the dome lights are pretty cool here in the partition. These originally were in your roof, and they put one on each side of the safety glass, and then there's one up on the roof back there as well. So I guess if you were in the very back, you have light to see as well. Sedan deliveries had one tail light on the left side, just right here. This fixing right here is. You can pour. They added the lights to it, like the cars have. The only thing I don't like about it is the lights is too far to the outer edge of the quarter panels, and they need to be kind of centered up like the car is. That's the only thing I don't like about that. You can see where they section the roof here with the lead and everything else, and you see a place where they cut the roof here, and they cut the roof here, and all this is added to the center and everything. Here's the seats in the front. Sedan deliveries originally had bucket seats, and this has a bench seat. This was all custom made from Barnette itself. As you can see, the frame is just a piece of wood with springs attached to it, and the frame here actually is just all welded pipe and everything else to make the frame. I have no cushion whatsoever. The seat's not that bad actually once you get sat down and stationed where you're going to be at. The floorboards are rotted out, but I do have new floor pans. I got to order some new toe boards as well, and I replace those. So, on that note, I'll show you the engine real quick. My battery on my phone's about to go dead. It does have a 216 straight 6, and it's a whopping 90 horsepower. This isn't the original engine in the car. This engine came out of a 52 Chevrolet. It was replaced for the 49 engine. So this engine does run. I'm going to keep it in here for the time being. But I do have a 1949 Chevrolet engine that will match the car, go back to what it was originally. There's one of the original sirens for an ambulance and everything else. And I put the headlights back in because I plan on going this Saturday, the next day, to Fayetteville for the cruise-in in Fayetteville and show it one last time before I take this thing all apart. So let me fire this thing up real quick. She runs pretty good now. Oil pressure says about 15 to 20 pounds. Going down the road, it's about 25, 30 when I went down the road. It was good. Better than what it was. I had to take the rocker arms and everything off the engine. Completely disassemble the whole thing. Clean them all up. They weren't oiling from the center of the engine to the front. They weren't oiling at all. So, there you go. Hit the siren for you one time. Alright guys, leave comments. Let me know what you think. Keep an eye on YouTube. I'm planning on posting more videos and let you know where I'm at. Later guys. Bye.